Hello guys, Mr. Shocker came back here once again. You saw the title video, Hajime round 1345. Now I forgot that I uploaded the last video late and I recorded like sometimes like last week on Friday or somewhere. I was like, wait, there's another Hajime chapter? What? George dropping a double? I was like, no, I uploaded the video late. Damn it. I forgot. But yeah, before this I had planned like a Miyata video on how he have a brand new technique. It'd be like a phantom blow. Nobody would see it, but I think he already has that with Miyata's pinpoint counter. But if you still want me to upload a video, I would, but it's up to you guys. In the meantime, just been switching jobs and trying to get my comic book submitted somewhere, or just promote it myself, or something along the lines to get myself in a better position in life. I mean, I've been affected by the depression lately, but let's get into this. Forget all that. I'm not from the last chapter. I was not the most excited. I was not the most. I wasn't really. I can't even say I was mad, but it was just like we didn't really get too much of anything. Just, and that was kind of my opinion. But in this case, hopefully this chapter will be better than the last. Let's get into this. We start off right off the back with an image of Takamori. We don't even know the title yet. I already know it, but we don't know the title yet. One of the super secret 48 one of the super secret 48 techniques. 2 hearts, 1 fist, also known as spirit. You better take a good look. As Takamori lifts his foot, Ippo thinks to himself, putting on a tough foot, but his leg is barely touching the ground. His injury is bad. Announcer yells out, the wall of super middleweight stands before the Japan Hall. Will this keep him from his third weight class domination? Will it? And we see, we get a full page here. Takamori keeps squaring off. The announcer continues, or rather, it is man blocking away. The coach slight gave him spirit to spare, heading into the turbulent. I'm sorry, I'm choking up. Heading into the turbulent 4th round. Announcer continues. The gong rings. What rings on what should be a dangerous 4th round. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Round 1345. 2 hearts, 1 fist. And the crowd they're just digging it. There it is. It's his big chance now. Make it happen, Takamori. And the Yoki kid Kimura is like, it looks like the coach said something to him, but would it make a difference? And Miyata thinks to himself, like always, you're asking too much. Rather than any advice he got doing the interview making an impact. The champion is still riding on the momentum from before. The flow won't change that easily. And Takamura says to himself, your PBs. P-L-E-B-E-S. Your PBs? Your peeps are thinking that the flow can't change that quickly, but it'll change, alright. I'll make it change. All my trump cards are S-class killer moves, but hopefully, S-class killer moves, with the serious class killer moves. One Takamori, man, you won't die already. Takamori throws it a jab. He goes in for a right straight, and a long hook comes out of nowhere, cracking Takamori's neck, and the blood and spit and everything is flying over the mat. The announcer's like, he just took a hood's left swing as a counter. And now it's like, why does he keep taking those big shots? He's going down. The announcer continues. The challenger is in a terrible position. Takamori's like, you better hold me up, old man. And Miyata's like, no, he saw it coming. He nullified the power by slipping back. Takamori stomps down, and he says to himself, trump cards, 2 hearts, 1 fist. As his foot screeches across the ground, he's like, alright, I can take that much. The ref is shocked. Coach Kurogama looking sickly as ever. Takamori! And everybody's shocked. Wait, he runs into the ref. Wait. Wait, no, he's not about to. He's still on his feet. He's still on his feet. I'm thinking, just look at his face. That's the only way I can explain it. Sure, look at his face. And I was just like, he's bumping himself into the referee. He backs away, hopping on 1 foot. It's obvious that his leg is hurt. How did that? The crowd is like, it's obvious his leg is hurt. How did that happen? What terrible luck. And Ippo's like, he just made it worse. Hideyuki Kimura says, this bad luck just keep piling up. How can it get any worse? And Keith's coach like, what great luck, Keith. Go! If you think it will come true ever since that time. I can't remember how many people were getting shot to death on the news, and the drug addicts were killing themselves all over the place. This is not funny, but let us continue. The reports camping outside our front door were going to find out that the reporters camping outside our front door was going to find out that who my dad. We was going to find out who was my dad was. Was going to find out who was my dad was. And that's like an interesting sentence there. And Keith was sitting on this bed holding his head. I covered my ears and ignored it for days, but I couldn't keep it up forever. All my mom would do was repent over and over again. We need to talk about what to do next as Keith walks down the steps. Jeez. But what do I do now? Thinking about it, my life wasn't particularly good or bad. It was easy to imagine just continue on a boring way. But then I was alone. Maybe I should just follow mom. But before I do that, I just figured I had to spend that coin in my pocket. Once I lose this, I'll say goodbye to this shitty life. And we see a casino slot machine, but I could see a gambling game. Instead of losing, I kept gaining. Even though I wanted to get rid of it, it kept on increasing. It was like good luck decided to fall. It was like good luck decided to take my place. It would take the place out of my bad luck. It was so puzzling. I couldn't end my life like this. I'm being told not to end it by who? It was God! As this keeps dragging tears in the Takamura with just left and right combinations. The announcer goes ballistic. The champion's fierce assault on him pins him to the ropes. The challenger keeps his God for dear life. Can he hang in there? But blam! Cable to the Takamura's side. It may sound great, but having everything always go your way is a born existence. That's why I picked this fight like this. Where we can't play, yeah. Well, luck can't play that much. Can't play as much of a part. He follows up with a. Yeah, I guess I can call this a left straight. But it seemed like God wouldn't let me lose either. Takamura. And the crowd says he figured out all the gaps in his guard. It was never being born with you. And the crowd says, fight back, why won't you throw any punches? This isn't like you, Takamura, as Keith Dragon keep laying on the punishment. Miyata says out loud, on the contrary, it's just like him. And he says to himself, he knows if he fought back right now, he'll take a hit. If Miyata continued to talk to the others, the other core gone before it, or three, that is just how wild animals are. Even though his back is on the rope, he's not too smothered. It's the perfect position. Ippo says to himself, he stands just far away to make room for him to prepare for a counter. So if Takamura-san throws a punch, he'll get hit. And Kimura says, so it's not only that he has God on his side, and Kimura says, he got no weaknesses in general. And the Gake says, we need to recognize it. But, we need to mention that just because he's in a better shape at a high weight class isn't an opponent he can beat easily. I mean, in the first place, this guy's a champion. It got to continue. His strength it's obvious. His strength is. Kimura smacks him across. Yoki smacks him across. He punches him across the head. Shut up. We already know he's the champion, the super middleweight. A peak that no Japanese could ever reach. He's strong. Of course, he's strong. As Keith Dragon continued to lay into him, and everybody says in their mind, strong, so strong. Takamura still have his guard up. And Keith's like, finally, I split it open. Blam! Right up the middle. Right up the chin. Blood, spit, and everything flying all over the place. And announcer says his neck snaps straight back. With an excellent uppercut. He's strong. Takamura flings back onto the ropes. Keith Dragon goes for the long left hook. And Keith Dragon continues and says, hopefully you'll get to meet God sometime as well. And Ippo's like, it's a left swing. Takamura moves his glove. And he blocks the long left. And of course, like, Takamura, try it now. Ippo, shocked. He said it before, just let it slide. Did he give him advice? Wait, oh man, this is important. This is important. I'm saying it twice. You better hold me up. Wait, what is this? What is this? He blocked it up and it goes straight into a makeshift cross count. And this is the Monster Takamura's adaptability, to be continued next week. My goodness. Well, the reason why I didn't stop or pause in between, let's start from the beginning. I'm sorry, I'm just looking back at the page. Let's start back from the beginning. Takamura comes out the corner. Everybody's talking and chattering up, doing the usual. He throws it a jab. He goes for a right strike. Keith Dragon hit it with that same left hook combination. He goes back. He's like, Korogami, you better hold me up. He's just here to screeching at his feet. Alright, I can take that much. And it's like Takamura. He hits the ref. And just... Now, Ippo says when he hits the ref, when he slams back on his... When he steps back on his foot, it made it worse, but... I guess it could still be pain, but I think the injury is still the same. And I don't the fact of why it's showing Takamura's foot when it was obviously like there was something wrong with his shin and not like his actual ankle or something, but maybe it was just his shin that was scraped and the ankle was more damaged than anything else. Who knows? Who knows? But really the highlight of this chapter is the true backstory of Keith Dragon. Now I did find it slightly funny with the whole a part of his backstory is I can't remember how many people were getting shot to death in the news and the drug addicts were killing themselves all over the place. What did Keith grow up at? Where? What is he living in? Detroit? Doing like the 1980s? Atlanta doing the crack? I get it. Like, where would this man living at for all this shooting to be happening? Of course, the American would say from the American point of view, of course. The reporters camping outside the front were going to find out who my dad was. Now, the reason why I stopped in there saying they didn't say anything about it was, I was just like, well, what type of struggles Keith could be going through? But apparently, it seems like his father just went out shooting out with the police and just got lit like a Christmas tree. And Keith Dragon just ignored everything until he came downstairs one morning and his mother just committed suicide. And he's just like, what do I do now? Thinking about it, my life wasn't particularly good or bad. Keith, wait, what? It was easy to imagine I could just continue on his born way, but I was alone. Maybe I should just follow mom. Before that, I figured out to spin this corner of my pocket. Once I lose this, I would say goodbye. On the brink of shooting life to this shitty life, but he just kept on winning. On which, arguably, Keith is living the worst type of life anybody could actually live. You gotta admit, he put on a good poker face. You gotta give him that. Because it's not the fact that his mother committed suicide or his father got shot up by the police, something like that. It's purely the fact that when literally Keith is inches away from dying, right? Things want to go right for him. Oh look, I can get all the money, I can get all the cars. Where was all this stuff when his mother was about to commit suicide? The drug addicts were overdosing on Keith Dragon's porch, and Keith Dragon daddy came out with a 2-2 shotgun and a 9mm saying, someone's gonna get shot tonight, get off my porch, this is my farm. And he gets lit up. So where was all this good luck and excitement then? Huh? Where was all that out then? He gotta lose his mother, lose his father, live in a household surrounded by drug addicts, and now it's like everything wanna go right for him. You serious? You serious? And this is just like, alright, Takamura's been conquering weight classes. I'm gonna take on the strongest man of the strongest man. He's going to push me to the limit. He's gonna give me what I'm looking for. He's gonna show me what it's like for bad luck to finally wear, for the good luck to finally wear out, for the point where there's no God in the fence, where there's nobody to step in the way, just me, and that's it. Which it could have been played from the angle where Keith's Dragon don't believe he's winning, and he still has something to prove, but still like Keith is taking it pretty well. We still don't know how he got that draw, but he just tears into Takamura. I don't see why Takamura is still pulling up Operation Turtle, but why didn't he, like, if the whole plan was to block, like, the long hook, right? Why didn't he just do it when Keith first did it, at the beginning of the match, like early in the chapter? Like, he could have just did it right there. Well, like, see if there was an entire panel, like 2 pages, entire pages of Takamura just walking out from the corner, so you can't really say he couldn't have done it there. Not even 2, 3. Well, he just wanted for Keith to let his guard down or something. It's just Keith was already beating like a pinata, so I don't see why. But overall, if you want my thoughts, I say it's a solid chapter. I say it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We got some substance out of it. Got some greatness. We got Keith's insights and thoughts, and the whole trick of how Takamura is going to turn this whole thing around. Even the last chapter was called his trump card, and even though I still say there was no point of giving him the back slap, now, unless you want to say it was by accident, then that would be funny. It's just like, why you hit me so hard? I was trying to push you out there. I wasn't even trying to give you the back slap. But overall, I say it's a good chapter. I say I enjoyed this chapter. And as I said, it's a pretty solid chapter. Even without the Keith Dragon backstory, I say it'll be a pretty solid chapter, even though we've already seen Takamura gets beat up like this the last round in the last chapter. And then they have this whole, well, we need to recognize Keith Dragon's a champion. Is that like, can you really name one boxing champion what Takamura haven't struggled with? Even against Hajime, like Takamura is like, he got dropped. And then against Hawk, it was a back and forth. Against David, it was a back and forth. And against Richard, it was back. Even against the likes of Michael Goat, or that Duck guy, or the one that looks like Mickey Mouse, him. It's not like Takamura go through all his matches just one hit KO on everybody. Yes, it's just that some are more important than others. And this is what it is. But I say only one negative I have in this entire chapter is just once again Takamura is just getting beaten. And it would be fine if he just was, but in this case, he could have done this whole thing. And this, like, the chapter is called 2 Hearts, 1 Fist, but there is no punch that's actually thrown that implicates that, so it's just like, could have just said 2 hearts, 1 spirit, and then the next chapter could have been 2 hearts, 1 fist. I say that's more fitting. But overall, I say it's a pretty good chapter. Takamura going in, he blocks the punch. It seems like he's going for a cross counter. Well, it looks like a cross counter, but it's not really a cross counter. It looks similar to what Miyata did against Ernie Gregory. How he stopped the bloody cross and he followed up. But it seems like Keith Dragon recognized this. He's seeing the punch, so there's more than likely he can parry it or block it or just turn his neck. Those are all viable options for Keith Dragon to get out of this. But you're gonna give him that same merit. He can also risk it all and go for a dual exchange. I was opted. But overall, I said I enjoyed the chapter. It's been Shockwave King. It's like there's no real negatives besides from you might want to say, because usually it was this. I don't like the it's like we could have we could have got this chapter replaced. Not replace the last one. Just I can't really say too many things about it. Really, there's nothing negative about it. It's a solid chapter. We got context. It doesn't need to be a fighting chapter every single chapter. But I like what I got here pretty much. There's nothing really bad or negative to say about it. First time I question how Ippo said how him just slamming down his foot made it. Like he just slammed down his foot like twice. Like how is him falling into the rep? Now you could say that him bending it at like a bad angle would make it worse. But yeah, I think it's just Takamo bending at a bad ankle is why it made it worse. And from that case, it'll make sense from that aspect. But overall, I enjoyed the chapter. It just... Now, I did question what struggle Teeth Dragon had to go through, but this is just apparently he's going through a suffering that most people never understand. It's just oh, people is rich to get all this money. I keep telling people, money doesn't solve anything. It just doesn't. Maybe if you're poor and you're scraping the bottom of the barrel, and you're not really living paycheck to paycheck, but you're living like mediocrely, all that money will look all fun. But I keep telling my mother and everybody else, what happens after you go to every tourist resort, you see every single country, you could easily do it in 5 years. What happens when you do everything you want to do? What do you do then? And you still got money in the bank. What do you do then? You can go to every event, you can go to every amusement park, you can do every single thing you want without any struggles, without any problems. You can get the 5-star mansion, you can get the bullet, you can get all of that. And what do you do after that? Well, I don't see why people act like people don't get bored. Like after 10 years, like what are you doing? You've done everything. You have seen everything. Like, are you gonna invest your money in something? You're gonna get a hobby? I don't see how a person can be depressed without that money. Like, money don't solve problems. And then on top of that, you know how many people have lost friends over money? Not of borrowing money, just, oh, he wasn't really my friend. He was just there just to use me for my money and that's it. Which is, I don't like the whole idea of a yacht. Oh no, never buy a yacht, just use somebody else for their yacht. So you're not my friend? You're just using me for my boat? Then I'm gonna take my boat somewhere else then, go find somebody else. And it's amazing how people try to be like, oh, I support all this goody two-shoes stuff, this and that, this. No, you don't. Stop lying. And I hate when people just sit there and lie to your face for no apparent reason. I know you're lying. You're lying to me. Oh, believe this and that, you're lying. You try to sit there and act good in public for your friends and everybody on Twitter and social media, or just people in general. You try to look there and play good. But I don't know what you are. You're a specimen. You're a backstabber. You're a liar. And you can act good all you want. You can get all the likes and the favorites you want. You can act like Mr. Goody Two-Shoes all you want. But all I know is when you step into your doormat, after you close your door, I know what type of real specimen you are. You're a liar. That's it. Let me stop here, guys. Like the chapter. I personally enjoyed the chapter, and hopefully the fight will get wrapped up in the next chapter. I'm not looking for chapter 1347. We're still in this fight. No. Even though, in my opinion, the fight has turned around more favorably, and hopefully me rereading the chapters, things will flow more smoothly than waiting week by week. But even then, it's just, I think it's about time we wrap this fight up, in my opinion. But hey, who knows? If you make sure you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and hey, anything can happen. And remember, guys, hang in there, and also watch read my red comic, and peace.